Okay, so a quick comparing video now, comparing fractions, seeing whether they're greater than, less than, or equal to each other. So here we've got our greater than, less than, and equal to signs, and don't forget, it always points to the smaller number. So the greater than, less than sign always points to the smaller number, or the smaller fraction in this case. So let's get cracking straight away, okay? I'll give you one technique this week. There's other ways you can do it too, but you've so much to do. I'll just try this one out and see how you get on, okay? So I've got 3/4 and I'm comparing it to 1/2. I want to know whether it's greater than or less than 1/2. So what I can do is I can find a common denominator here. I can make sure that these both have the same denominators, okay? So when we looked at equivalence, we saw that we could multiply top and bottom of numbers or divide top and bottom by numbers. So look, I can easily turn a half into a quarter by multiplying 2 by 2. And if I do the bottom by 2, I must do the top by 2. So now I have an equivalent fraction for a half, which is 2/4. So now look, I can compare 2/4 and 3/4 very easily, and I know 3/4 is greater than 2/4. See the way I've got it pointing at the 2/4? Let's move down to this one. 5/6, I want to compare it to 9/12, which is greater, less than, or equal to. So let's find a common denominator again. Look, I can easily turn sixths into twelfths by multiplying that by 2. And I must also multiply the top by 2. That gives me a new fraction of 5 2s are 10, 6 2s are 12, 10/12. Which is greater, 10/12 or 9/12? Well, 10/12 is obviously bigger than 9/12. Now let's look at the bottom one. 2/3 and 6/9. Great. I'd have to make this denominator 3 times bigger to make it into ninths. So I'll multiply that by 3. That means I must multiply my top by 3. So now I have a new fraction here, an equivalent fraction of 2/3 are 6, 3/3 are 9, 6/9, and 6/9. Oh look, they're exactly the same. There are other ways you can do it too, like you could say 3/4 and a half. Which one is greater? I know, I'll find 3/4 of 12 and a half of 12, and whichever one is the greater answer is the bigger number, and so on and so on. But try them. I'll attach a list, a worksheet with comparing fractions on it, and you can try and fill in those boxes with greater than, less than, or equal to signs. Good stuff. Bye.